Hello, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me. It is Tuesday and it's October 24th, 2023. And we're here going to make a really fun card class tonight. I was just, let me see. I'm going to try something. Hold on. I'm experimenting really quick. It's given me, Facebook changed again and it's given me some options. And I want to see if I can find, no, I can't. Okay. Hold on. Let me get back. Hopefully I can get back to where I was. Okay. Sorry, you guys. So there was a thing that came up that said share to group and I was going to try and do my, okay, I apologize. I got excited because what I was trying to do tonight was to share it to my business page at the same time I went live. So I wrote down all the instructions and none of it was working. The instructions weren't right. So anyway, and then when I went live, there's a little thing on my screen that says share to group. Well, my Facebook page really isn't a group, so it's a page. So anyway, that didn't work. Sorry about that. I was experimenting. I apologize. Here we are, ready to make some cards tonight. Okay, so if this is the first time you're joining me, sorry, I usually don't have a rough start like that. I like to do a share contest every week. My name is Laura Roderick. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. And my share contest every week, if you share my video, okay, sorry, Renee, I experimented. I thought I was going to get lucky, but I did not. My share contest, if you share my video, either on Facebook or YouTube, and write shared in the comments, then I pick a winner every week from that. So this past week, I'm giving away water painters. This is really fun. And the winner this week was Lisa Sharkey. So Lisa, congratulations. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just getting a message from someone on my other Facebook page that she can't find me. See, that's why I'm trying to get on both. Okay, Lisa, congratulations. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. I really appreciate it. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about before we start making cards is I just want to remind you guys that we're having the promotion right now. If you want to join Stampin' Up! And be a demonstrator, this is the time to do it. You can be a demonstrator and sell things, or you can just get the discount and be a happy shopper. So this is a great deal right now with Stampin' Up! Because it's their 35th anniversary. You can either get 35% off the cost of the starter kit or 35% more product for the same price. For example, 35% off means you get $125 worth of product for $64.35. It's normally $99. Or you can get 35% more product, which means you spend the $99, but you get $168.75 worth of product. So think about it. I can tell you, since I joined Stampin' Up, I have absolutely loved it. You know, I love the products. I love all the friends and people that I've made. I love being part of a team. It's super fun. The discount is fabulous because I always like to get a discount on everything, no matter what I'm shopping for. So I'm super happy that I can get a discount on Stampin' Up! Products because I buy a lot of products. I like to play. I like to craft. So anyway, if you have any questions, you can contact me, email me, message me. I can call you if you want. Just, it's a great deal. I'd hate for you to pass it up. Join my team. The nice thing about joining a team is there's other uplines too. So for example, my uplines are Deborah Harrison. She's my first level upline. So you would be part of Deborah's team as well. And then my second level upline is Erica Serwin. So you would be a third level downline to Erica. So when you're joining several teams, which is really fun. Anyway, it's a great deal. Don't miss it. Okay, I'm going to flip my camera and let's get started. I've got some really cute cards tonight. I'm super excited to make these with you. And we're kicking off Christmas tonight. It's time to start getting ready for Christmas. All right, let me flip my camera. I'm going to figure this out one of these days about how to share. Oh my, sorry, Lisa, to hear that. Congrats on winning the contest. All right, I think that's a pretty good angle. Okay, let me just get myself situated on my iPad. And I think there we are. And Facebook is not my friend this week. Okay. All right. All right. Great. All right. Hi, Lois. Okay. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Okay. We're going to be working out of the mini catalog, the holiday catalog. And this is the set we're going to use, Merry and Bright. And I was drawn to this set right away. I wasn't really expecting to make it my first Christmas set, but I was working on another project with some bright colors this week. And then I thought, oh, as long as I've got these papers and stuff out, let's just do this one. And it's super fun. I'm super excited about the projects. Here's some of the projects in the catalog. This is on page 8 and 9, so it's right at the beginning of the catalog. Sorry, this is my project list that has decided to come down. I keep it next to me, posted. Let me get some extra Post-it tape. Thank you for sharing. All right, I need like heavy duty Post-it tape. Okay, so you guys, these are the projects we're gonna make tonight. We're gonna do this Merry and Bright card. We're gonna do this cute little fun fold where we can put a gift card inside. And it says, oh, what fun. I just love that little expression. We're gonna do another fun fold, this Holly and Jolly card. I love these colors, I truly do. Where we're just doing a little bit of opening to these little lights like that. And then we're just gonna do this little gift card holder. I did not even know we had these gift card envelopes, truly. These are in the mini catalog that I just showed you. And I won these at a team meeting. And I didn't even know we had them. So I'll show you that when we get to it. It's like a pack of 20. So I was like, all right, we got to do a little gift card holder with that too. So let me put these in order so I can see what we're going to do. Okay, so here is up close the stamp set. Really fun, a couple different fonts with the sentiments, and we've got your lights, your cords, your filaments, stars, and the little caps for the lights. I don't know what you call those. And these fun folds just want to unfold all the time. This is the die set that goes with it, and there are several doubles, which is super helpful when you're cutting things out. So we've got some of these bigger light bulbs, and then some of these ones. So just some different things in here. I didn't even play with these. So these are strings of lights. You can cut these out of white. Just then you can just color the string part either any color that you want. You could leave it white. You could do it black. You could do it that dark green, you know, that Christmas tree color, and then color in the little light bulbs. So that's pretty fun too. I could make 100 cards and just keep going and playing with this set. Okay, the other thing we're going to use for the first card is scalloped contours dies, and we're just going to do a little border with this one right here. And then later, the other project, we're going to use this scallop. I use this scallop a lot. I really like it. Okay, here are our pieces for the first one. Okay, so a lot of pieces tonight, lots of different things that we're going to do. Okay, so you guys have seen this. This is an online exclusive, and this is the glimmer paper. So it's like glittery. It comes in silver and gold, and it's adhesive back. So the adhesive is already on the back. So this is super fun to play with. This is the first time I'm playing with this piece right here. Okay, and then our card base, I decided this one to start with Granny Apple Green. It's our standard card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored to 4 1/4. We're going to open it up that way. Then our next layer is going to be Melon Mambo 5 1/4 by 4. And then I took a piece of the same size, 5 1/4 by 4, and this is Daffodil Delight. And I used that die and die cut this layer. Then we're going to have another layer, which is going to go right on top of it. It's this one right here. And this is where we're going to set all our lights. It's going to go right in the middle of this one right there. Okay, so this is what we're going to start building off of. We've got this piece of white, which is just a 1/4 piece of cardstock, just to do a little, I'm sorry, this is 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, because we're going to stamp on the inside as well. This is the piece that I pulled just to do a little stamping on. It's just a little scrap, just to, we're going to stamp the sentiment on there. And then we have a piece of vellum. This is a 1/4 sheet of vellum. And we're going to color on this, just like when we made our card last week and we made the little flower petals. We're going to color on the vellum and then cut out our lights so they're a little bit translucent, right? They look kind of cool, I think. All right, so let's do that first because we want that to dry. So I'm just going to take the piece of vellum, and these are the colors that I decided to use for these lights. I played with a bunch of different colors. So I have the Melon Mambo, and this is the light Melon Mambo. So I'm just going to like color each quarter of the vellum piece like this, and just big enough that I'm going to be able to do the die cutting with the light bulb, and this is the one that we're going to use for this. Okay, so you can see how big that I need to have it to do the die cutting. And I'm just going to do all four colors. This is dark blueberry bushel. And then I have granny apple green, and this is dark as well. I haven't really done that much coloring on vellum, but I might be getting addicted to it already. It's pretty fun, and it looks pretty good when you're done. If you guys remember a while ago, it was like a year ago, we had vellum that was made with the in colors, and it was like a shimmer vellum. It was so beautiful. Now you could just make the vellum any color that you want and use it for anything. Okay, let that dry for a minute. So we have our four colors that we're going to use for the light bulbs. All right, let us, we're not ready to build yet, but we could do some stamping. So let's do our stamping next. Okay, so we're going to do Merry and Bright, and we're going to stamp that on here, and we're just going to cut it. And then this is the inside of our car, and we're going to do Have a Merry Christmas, and we're going to do our little light bulb and our string. Okay, so let me get out Merry and Bright. I've got these all mixed up because I've been playing with them and doing all kinds of different sentiments. So let me get the Merry right here. I like to line it up on a grid first before I pick it up with the block so that it's nice and straight. So I've got Merry and Bright, and I'm going to leave a little bit of space because I'm going to be cutting these out. They're not going next to each other. And then I'm just going to pick them up like that. All right, Melon Mambo, first color. We're going to use a lot of different colors of stamp pads tonight too. Do you guys like bright colors for Christmas? Are you more traditional? What kind of colors do y'all like? I typically like, I'm kind of more of a traditional person. So I really expected to use more of a traditional set for my first Christmas card class this year. And then I went all crazy and did brights. Okay, so on the inside then, we want to do Have a Merry Christmas. So let me get that set up, and that I will be able to stamp all at one time. So let me make sure all these are clean before I get them all over my finger. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to line them up. Sorry, I got a lot of that yellow on here when I slipped off the vellum. Okay. Have a Merry, and I want these to be a little bit closer because I'm just going to stamp it and make sure they're centered so they fall that way. Christmas, and so I'm just getting everything lined up. I think that looks pretty good. Let me just pick that up. Okay. So let's put that on the inside of our card. These stamps are really nice. You don't have to emboss because you already have a white sentiment on here and a background, right? So that's good. Okay, Have a Merry Christmas. Now I wanted to do one of the lights, and I'm going to do that in Granny Apple Green. Before I do that though, I want to stamp, and I went this time with a smoky slate, even though most of the time strings aren't that color. Or did I do green? I'm not really sure. I might have done green. I think we're going to go with the shaded spruce to do our light string right there. Okay. So I am using a stamp. Hold on, let me get a nice clean paste of, because we're going to go off when we stamp, right? Because this is like a giant stamp. And I think I want it like right about here. So let me get out the shaded spruce. And I'm just gonna pick up ink on most of it, like halfway across, because I just kind of want it in the corner like this. So I'm going to stamp it like that. Now we've got a string. Now we can get our light set up. So I'm going to use Smoky Slate because it looks kind of silvery. And some of the other stuff, excuse me, I used some of the green. So just whatever your preference is, use any color that you want. And I'm just going to have this kind of hanging down like that. And then we'll get a light bulb, and I'm going to do that in Granny Apple. Just so I kind of have a red and green thing going on in the inside of the card. And line this up right about here. Okay, that's the inside of our card all finished. Let me put this away. Now, the other thing that we're going to cut out is out of that silver piece of paper, die cutting. We want a string again, so we're going to use this die here, and it will cut two at once, so you have kind of a curvy and then one with a curvy with a loop, right? So we're going to cut those out of the silver. We're going to use some of these, and we can cut two at a time. What do you call these ends of the bulbs? Anybody know? Is it like the hub or something like that? Okay, and then the little filaments we want to cut out. So on this one, I did the one, there's two different ones. This one kind of looks like the heart one. So I die cut that one out. All right. So I am not going to bore you with all that die cutting. I've already done some die cutting. So let's get our pieces. So I've cut out these and the strings. Here is our string. Okay, so there's that. Let's get our vellum light bulbs that were cut out. Got a lot of pieces I got to filter through. So there's our 4 light bulbs. I've got to get our little filaments. So 1, 2, 3, one more, 4. And then I need 4 of these little caps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I cut out a bunch of stars. Now, if you don't like the stars, if you think it's too much, I need 5 of these. If you think it's too much in there, you can also just use some kind of embellishment in between if you think it's too much silver. I was trying not to use the embellishments to go with this because they're not in stock for a couple more weeks. So that's why I cut out the stars and put them in. And then later on, I used them on one of the cards. So, so I don't know. So I was just trying to think of something we could do without having to use those. But I think the other thing that would look nice would be I'm only seeing 4 stars here. I don't know if I have a 5th one right handy right here. The other thing that I think would look nice would be just some clear iridescent or just clear, plain clear rhinestones. Okay, so I think we have everything cut out that we need. So let's just start putting it together, okay? So let us start by, first of all, let's put the inside in. We can get that out of the way before something happens to it. So we'll just use a little bit of seal and put that on the inside. All right, now we'll start layering up the outside, and I'm just going to use some seal on the Melon Mambo layer. I like the bright colors together. I was saying you could do so many things with this set. You could do like a whole string of lights for decoration. I think that would be really pretty. Okay, that's all we're gonna do with that for now. We're gonna, I'm gonna go ahead and put this layer on here. So this adhesive backed silver glimmer paper is awesome. When I cut mine out, I used, I have a huge die cutter that I use when I get classes together because I can cut like a whole class at one time. Like it's got a huge thing, but it's magnetic. So when you cut on the magnetic like that, it's sticky, but it's a little bit more indented because it was on the magnetic. So I don't know if that will hold. So what I'm going to do is add just a little bit more adhesive just to make sure that it holds. So I'm going to get out my little silicone mat here, and I'm using the Zig 2-way glue just because it's easy for me. I haven't used this in a while, but it's an old standby for me. to be able to get the glue. And this glue will dry and you can just rub it off later of your mat. So I'm going to start by having this come here. And then I just kind of want it to go across like this. Very pretty, right? All right, let's get a pair of scissors and cut that off. Right at the edge, like that. Okay, so now this is kind of what we're going to build on. So let's put our 4 light bulbs together. And again, I'm going to use a little bit of glue because I don't know how sticky mine are with the adhesive. And let me poke out the middles of these. They feel pretty sticky. I feel like they would probably work, so I might just stick them on. That's fine. It's working just fine. Get the middle out. I've already taken the back off. It kind of came off when I pulled them off the sheet. The paper stayed behind. Except for this one, still has the paper on it. Let's get that off. It's harder to do with my nails, which are not as long as they have been, so I'm able to type a little bit easier. Okay. So now we've got our cute little light bulbs, all sparkly and festive. I feel like Christmas is really going to sneak up on us. Before you know it, it's going to be time to start putting up Christmas decorations. I know we're not past Halloween yet, but time accelerates this time of year, I feel like. It just goes by so fast. And then I'm going to be next week in Chicago, so by the time I get back, it's going to be already the first week in November. Okay, so same thing with these. I'm gonna just use my mat again and just add a little adhesive to these, just to make sure they're gonna stick. All right, so let me just add a little bit extra. Stay there. Now you could also just stamp these right on there, right? You don't have to use the glitter and the die cutting and do all that. If you want to, you could just also stamp. All right, I'm going to take my little pair of tweezers and just line these all up and stick them on. Light bulb surgery here. I wanted to use the pastel colors. I like the way the pastels look. Even though their other ones are bright too. I mean, technically they're bright colors, but they came out pastel on the vellum. Okay, that's it. There's our light bulbs. So we can finish putting everything together now. So the way I'm going to attach these is I'm going to put a little glue dot right in the middle on the other side so you don't see anything through the vellum. So I'm just going to pull one off my roll and just stick it right in the middle there. Okay, so I'm going to do that for all of them. And then I can also put, I don't want it to stick up, so I'm going to put glue dots kind of over here too. So that's a lot of glue dots, right? So in 2 places on each bulb. If you want to, you can put them in 3 places on each bulb and put one on each side here and here to give it just a little bit more stability. But in the interest of time, I'm just going to put one. And they're a little bunched up, but that's fine because I wanted them to stick up just a little bit above the string. Kind of give it a little more of a 3D effect. All right, a couple more. I'm not getting these off very nicely, am I? But I don't want to rip the vellum either. That's why I'm putting them on with this. But okay, let's try the real way. Let's see how that goes. I guess that's a little bit better. A little bit flatter. Let's do one. Let's see if I can get it lined up in the middle. Okay. All right, so this yellow one, we're gonna put right about here. The blue one kind of facing this direction. Pink, extra glue dot here. And I'm leaving enough room because I'm gonna need to put my words on. And then the last one is the green one that's gonna kind of come almost straight down like that. Okay, so there they are, they're all on. Let me get rid of some of these scraps. Okay, let's cut our words out. Hi, Kelly. Somehow y'all knew I'd managed to get pink into my Christmas cards too, right? I love that fuchsia color. Okay, I want to put these on dimensionals, so I'm going to get some minis out because these are kind of thin, a little bit skinny, so we'll use some minis on these. All right. And I think we'll take a look and actually do, instead of putting the stars on this card, we're going to see what it looks like with some clear rhinestones and see if we like that better. We can do a little this or that. So I'm going to move these stars out of the way. All right. Okay, let's get some dimensionals and pop this up on our card. We're almost done with this card. Whoa. Has anybody started Christmas shopping yet? I mean, even just a little. Bought any Christmas things yet? Some people, God, there was a time in my life when I was done by Thanksgiving every year. Not anymore, but I did buy a couple of cute outfits for Emmeline and for the new baby that's coming next week. All right, centering that up on the dimensionals. All right, let's use some of the Rhinestone Basic Jewels and see how that looks. And I think we'll use the small ones. We'll just add a bunch of them. And I feel like I'm gonna like this a little bit better. If you get the kit this week, you'll have plenty of that silver paper because I'm gonna give you, I think it's 7 by 4 inch piece of that. But I'll also give you some of these clear rhinestones so you can do it either way that you want, whichever one you like better. Okay, you guys, this or that, which one do you like better? Rhinestones or silver stars? I think I definitely like the rhinestones better. Okay, then we have our inside, so Merry and Bright, and have a Merry Christmas. Oh, look what we forgot. The little filament for the light bulb on the inside. So let's get that out. Stamp it in Smoky Slate. Now we're finished. All right, I hope you guys like this first card. All right. Okay, so the next card we're going to make is the one with the gift card holder. And this one, okay, I stayed away from pink. We've got a little bit more traditional Christmas colors here. We've done this fun fold before, and I think it's a fun one. So let me put this aside over here. This is the one that keeps flipping open all the time on me. So let me see if I can set it here and get out what we need. Put some of my toys away. Okay, so here are our pieces for this one. Hold on, let me get a drink of water. Okay, our card base is 5.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, so quarter sheet of cardstock. I'm using Poppy Parade for this. On the next layer of that we can go ahead and put on now is going to be some of that designer series paper, and it's the bright, Merry, Bold, and Bright designer series paper. Have you guys seen this? Here it is up close with all these beautiful bright colors and all the different patterns. Look at this, fa la 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 la. I like that. That's cute. I haven't used that yet. I haven't used the Christmas trees yet. I did use the stars on another project recently. We're going to use the stripes. There's rainbow stripes. Lots of fun papers. And then we've got all these little lights. There's two different kinds of light paper. So we've got these more of the round light bulbs. And then we also have some of these with more of the traditional light bulbs on the trees. So lots of fun paper in this kit. See if I cannot lose any of my pieces. Okay, so then this piece is 5 1/4 by 4 of the designer series paper. So let's put that on while it's handy. And this is going to be the base of the card that we're going to put the rest on. So nice and centered here, just like that. Okay, I feel like I have a little piece of glue right there. There we go. All right, the next piece is also Poppy Parade. And so this piece of Poppy Parade is 9 inches by 4 1/4, and it's scored in 2 different places. So it's scored at 3 inches and it's scored at 6 inches. And we're gonna fold this up. And we're gonna kind of Z-fold it. Make sure it lines up straight. Okay, and then this is going to go like this, and it's going to, sorry, like this. So it's going to open like that, okay? Let me just make sure that everything is nice and tight here while it's flipping open. Okay, so we're going to do our different layers now to put on here. And we're going to start, I have some of this shaded spruce. So I have 2 pieces that are wider. Okay, these are 4 inches by 2 3/4, and then this is a shorter one, so it's 4 inches by 2 3/4, 2 1/4. All right, so we can go ahead and put those layers on too. We'll just work layer by layer here. So we're going to put the bigger ones, and I want to make sure I have this right. I do. Here, centered, and the next one centered. Like this. Now the next one is going to be where our gift cards is going. So I'm going to take a little punch and make a little notch out of it. And so this is, I want to say this is 5/8, but it's not marked. Anyway, I'm just going to notch out a piece of this green right here. So I'm going to try and get it right in the middle if I can, and just notch that out like that. Then this piece, we're going to add some glue just around the edges because our gift card's going to go inside. I actually remembered to get this glue going tonight before I went live. Okay. Okay, let's leave a little bit of an edge here. Like that. Looks pretty good. And we're going to, whoa, me and glue. All right, we'll see how that goes. I feel like it's still not quite straight. Now, you don't have to use glue either. You could put tear and tape around the edge or a little bit of seal. Okay. So that's pretty good. All right, so that's kind of our layers right that. Okay, next we want to work on these layers right here. Okay, so I have 2 of these cut out of the scalloped contours dies. These are in basic white. You can see what size they are. And we want to stamp first this. Okay, so we're going to go back and use that little curvy piece again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Post-it tape, and I don't want my things to go over my edges. So I'm just going to tape off my edges here while I stamp. so it's not going into the edge part. All right, so shaded spruce first, and I'm going to start with that piece again. Same thing we did before. Ink it up this way, and I just want it again in the corner, like that. All right, now I'm going to take those caps that we did in Smoky Slate before, and I'm going to do them in the shaded spruce. I should get that off my card so I don't ruin it, right? And I'm going to have one come this way, and the other one come off towards the bottom. And I'm going to put it like right here because I want to have some room for the light. Okay, put that aside because we're still going to use it. I'm going to get out Poppy Parade to match the cardstock and do one of the lights in Poppy Parade. And I'm going to use this stamp this time and have this one kind of come out this way, like that. Now I'm going to clean it, and I'm going to go back to Granny Apple Green to do the other light. I keep a lot of stamp pads tonight, right? And that's going to kind of come off the bottom, which is fine. We don't need the whole light bulb on there. So that's going to go just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to go back with my shaded spruce and do Oh What Fun. And kind of stamp that right on top, like right along the edge right here. Okay. Now I also, and I can go ahead and take this off now. I want to do some stars. That looks cute, right? Put this aside. And I did the stars in crushed curry because that's the color that matches the paper. So let me get this out and we'll add some stars. Now again, if you wanted to use rhinestones, you could do that or any other embellishment. But I like the stars in this case for sure. Okay, just like that. All right, so that is the first layer. All right, the other layer we're gonna do next is this one where it says Merry Christmas. So let's get out. I'm just gonna pull off this one right here. And we have a nice Merry Christmas that we're gonna stamp in the corner in Poppy Parade. Hold on a second, I need to readjust and stop sitting on my leg. Okay, right in the corner like this. And then let's add some more stars. One, I think I just added like, okay, I added like 4. So here. Okay, that layer's done as well. So I think we're about ready to finish this up. So because this is the top layer, we can go ahead and pop this one up. One second to find my dimensionals. Oh, what size is that circle? I think it's 5/8, Lisa. Let me measure it to tell you for sure, because you probably want to know. Let me get out my ruler and see what size we think this is. I should mark this, right? This is 1 inch. It's a 1 inch circle. I wasn't even close. I'm glad you asked that question. 1 inch circle punch. Let's see what else. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Whoops. So this will go right in the center here. Oh, what fun. The next layer is just because it's inside, we're just gonna leave it flat right in here. And then we're just gonna add another piece of that same designer series paper just to add a little bit extra right here. And that little piece of the DSP is 4 inches by 1 1/4 inch. And we'll just leave some green at the top and the bottom like that. Let's see if I can find a little gift card to put in there. We'll just slide that right in there like that. Now we just have to attach it to our card base. And I'm gonna put a lot of seal on here because I really want to make sure this sticks well to the base. Okay, and then I can just center it right like this. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the silver and white ribbon, such pretty, pretty ribbon, and we're just going to do a bow and put it in the corner. Now you could add some rhinestones too if you wanted to further bling it up, but I feel like it has a lot going on already, so I didn't add anything. Get this a little bit smaller. And we'll use a glue dot for that. This out of the way. All right, my supplies are creeping in on my space. All right, a little glue dot. Whoops. We'll put it right side up. All right, I think that's it. That's our second card all finished. A nice little gift card holder for somebody for Christmas. What do you guys think? You like that one? Fun, right? Fun cards. Okay, let us do this one next. So this one might be my favorite. I really like the colors. Pretty easy to put together, just some die cutting and things. So it's going to open up like that. Also very, very colorful. So let's get out the pieces for that. The other thing we're going to use on this one, I already told you about the scallops, right? From the Scallop Contours dies. And then you can see these squares that we've made into diamonds, and this label is from the Stylish Shapes die set, which we use pretty much every week. Hold on, I'm putting this someplace where I won't lose it. Okay, so here are the pieces for our last card tonight. Then we just have that little gift card envelope. Okay. Lots and lots of pieces with this one, but that's okay. All right, so card base. This is Melon Mambo 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2, and just folding over, it's going to go this way. I have 2 pieces of 5 1/4 by 4 of the Merry, Bold, and Bright DSP, and I want to make sure you can see where I cut it so it goes together. So I want to put it that way in my card so you just have kind of the rainbow flowing all the way through. But we're just going to put things down as we go because there's a lot of pieces, and the more we can get down right away, the better. So let me see if I can get this pretty much centered. Good. I feel like I have to use this Fa La La side for something too. That's pretty cute paper, isn't it? Whoa, I almost messed that up. I want my greens to go together. All right, so that's going to be the base of the inside. All right, let's do the outside next, okay? So I have crushed curry cardstock, and let me see, this is 5 1/2 by 1 1/4, 2 pieces, and then I just die cut like this. If you get the make and takes this week, I'll die cut these for you already. And then I'm going to attach those to this piece of Granny Apple Green cardstock. This is 5 1/2 by 2 3/4, and so all we're going to do is just add a strip of adhesive on the front sides. And I'm just going to lay it down and put it kind of where, decide how much scallop I want showing, like that. And then do the other side, like that. Okay. Then we've got a layer of the, so many words in it, Merry, Bold, and Bright DSP. And this is 5.5 by 2 1/4, and that's going to be our next layer right here. All right, that's going to go like this. Okay. All right, next we've got our 2 squares that we're going to put in a diamond shape. And I'm just putting the white one just straight up onto the Granny Apple Green, layered like this. And then we're going to pop that up in the triangle pattern on the card like that. Okay, let's hold off on that for now. Let's do a little bit of stamping. So we've got the label that we're going to do Holly Jolly. And then I have a piece of cardstock that comes in also that we're going to stamp our 2 light bulbs on. Okay, so let's start with Smoky Slate and get the light bulbs stamped. And clean off the green that we used. So we're just going to do 2 of them. All right, I'm going to leave that open for a minute. I'm going to do a Melon Mambo light bulb. Make sure this is clean. Right here. Okay, and we're going to leave this one out too. And then I'm going to use crushed curry to match the paper that we're using. And then we'll do the filaments in the, let's see, which one do I want? I guess that one's fine. Smoky Slate again. Aren't these light bulbs fun? I love them. Okay, so we've got our 2 light bulbs. Let's do our sentiment, which is Holly Jolly. We're going to go ahead and do that in the Melon Mambo. It's so quiet in here. I don't hear dogs or anything. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish the outside of the card. So we'll adhere this down. I love these colors together. Like that. We're going to pop this up with some dimensionals. Just right about here, like that. We're going to pop up our Holly Jolly, and I just want dimensionals on this side over here, and then I'll add a little bit of adhesive on the other side to the part that's already popped up. So that's going to come across here, like that. Okay. Okay, these light bulbs, because they're already put together and stamped together, these need to be fussy cut out. All right. So I've done that already. We've got our 2 fussy cut light bulbs, and we are going to go ahead and pop both of these up. So I'll start with 2 on this one and put it like right here. And then I'm just going to do 1 on this one and add a little adhesive over here because this one's already popped up, to kind of overlap it right like that. And we'll add our bow. This time I'm going to use the iridescent ribbon. And again, just do a regular bow. Then we're going to start on the inside of the card. And then lastly, we'll put all our little embellishment discs on. That'll be the last thing we do. I know I tied bows weird. I don't know what to say. Love this ribbon. Adds a little holiday shine to everything, even though it's just that white, but the iridescence, it's just so pretty. All right, more glue dots. Right in the middle like that. Okay, that's basically the outside. Let's start working on our inside pieces. So this piece right here is also Melon Mambo, and it's 11 inches, and it's 2 3/4 inches. Okay, this time it's scored at 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/4. So we'll get this folded, and we want to see how this is going to. This one is going to pop up like this. Okay, so we have this piece ready to go. Now we need to start doing our squares for it. I have 4 squares of Granny Apple Green, 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. All right, and we are going to attach 1 to each one of these little folds. And try and get all the adhesive on these at one time and not glue them together. Okay, so these are kind of our little background pieces. I think this is a fun card to open up. Three, and our 4th one here. Okay, next I have these pieces. Okay, so these are white pieces that I did, and these are I think, let's see, hold on. There's 3 of these. So these are 2 1/2 by 2 1/2 also. And the reason they're the same size is because we're going to use a punch and punch these out. Okay. And so we're going to end up with our circles like this that we're going to stamp our light bulbs on. So I've got 1, 2, 3 of these circles like that. And then this other piece looks like it is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So it's just going to leave a little bit of an edge right here. We're going to stamp on this one as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some stamping. This is the scalloped circle punch. Decorative circle punch. This is pretty handy punch to have. And you know what? When I cut some of the kits, I put the squares in. I think what I'll do is just, in the make and takes, is just cut these out for you, so you just have them and they're already cut out. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so colors. We're going to use Melon Mambo. I think I used Daffodil this time, and the Blueberry Bushel to do our light bulbs this time. So let's get out these 2 and Melon Mambo and do our light bulbs. This time I also use shaded spruce instead of the smoky slate for the tops of the light bulbs. So let's start with those on each one, and we can turn these any way we want. So we can just do them all straight, and then we'll turn them later in different directions. So we've got 3 of those. Okay, Daffodil Delight, and you can use crushed curry for this one if you want. I just felt like it was a little bit lighter. It's not that far off, so hold on, I need to do some more cleaning. Okay. one. We'll do the blueberry bushel next. But I'm losing things because I'm making a mess. And melon mambo. And then we're also going to do a little sentiment on our square that says Santa was here in the same melon mambo color. All right, am I in frame? I want to make sure you guys can see. Okay, and Santa was here. We're going to just do that on an angle. Okay, I think we're ready to finish putting this card together. It didn't take that long, right? It goes together pretty quick. So because it's the inside, we want it to be flat. Just going to use some seal again. And we'll turn this one kind of this way. And then we'll turn this one kind of a little bit the opposite. See how fast this goes together once you get your stamping done. And then our Santa was here. Okay, a couple more things to do. So what I did was I took my Stampin' Right marker in Shaded Spruce, and I'm going to use the skinny end. And I just want to kind of make it so it looks like they're kind of a little bit connected. So I'm just going to kind of draw through my lines this way and then pick it up over here. And then a little bit like this. Okay, so just adding a little bit of string like that. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and embellish the card with these. These are coming back in a couple weeks. They're on not available right now, but these are fun. Iridescent adhesive backed discs. And we're just going to pick some different colors and put them on here. I felt like it just needed a little extra something, and those seem perfect. If you don't have those, you can use something else. You can color your clear rhinestones with markers. If you get the Make and Takes, I'll include one of these whole rows in your kit this week, so you have it to use on your card. I have a couple of sets of these, so I have enough to do it. So let's just go down the line and add some colors. Red one. And let's do a green one over here. And then a pink one right up here. Okay, that's it for the inside. So let's put the inside in. And all we're going to do is put a lot of adhesive again, right, on this side right here. And this is going to go on this side. And I want it to come, I want it to open this way. So I want it to come mostly to the edge, centered up and down, but toward the edge over here. Okay. Add more adhesive on this side. And then we're going to fold it over. So pick it up. And then it's going to open like that. Cute on the inside, right? You have a little bit of space, you can write something. Okay, and then the last thing is just adding a couple more of these cute little colored discs to the front, because we've got a little bit of white space to fill in. So we'll add a few more of those. Let's see, maybe this one. I'm going to add, since we've got a lot left in the row, let's add a few. And I think maybe a red one right about there. Okay. All right, you guys, that wasn't that hard, right? It took a couple minutes, but we did it. And I think that's a really cute one. I really like that one. That would be a fun one to get. Okay, you guys still with me? Everybody hanging in there? Yeah, Lois, sometimes mine get blotchy too. And probably with the photopolymer stamps, I probably should have used the matte underneath, because that stamps a little bit better. So, yeah. Okay, last project. So, I was telling you about these gift cards, envelopes that I won. I didn't even know that they existed. kind of crazy. So it comes in a package like this, and there's 20 of these in the package. So that's a lot of gift cards, and they're super easy to decorate because they're small enough that you can, you know, use any paper you want. You could use the Christmas tree paper. This one I made a little bit more masculine. I thought it'd be fun to do something a little bit more masculine. So we're going to make this one right here. So super easy. It's just got a couple of pieces, right? The envelope and something to stamp on. And then we have a piece of designer series paper. So this piece of DSP is 3.5 by 2.25. And we're just gonna, I have it covering the whole thing all the way up to the edges. Isn't that, you can use that too. Isn't that cute? Okay. Try not to get distracted here. All right, so that just covers the front. The nice thing is in the back here, and we've got our little gift card tucked in, there's a little flap for the envelope. So you just put your gift card in, it fits perfectly, and you can just tuck your flap in the little slot. So perfect, right? Okay, so let me close that up. We're going to do a little bit more stamping. Undo my flap so I can tuck it in. Okay. So this time I used some other colors to coordinate. So Granny Apple Green again, and this time I used Pool Party, which looks a little bit gray right here. But then I decided that I would re-ink my stamp pad, and it ended up coming out a little bit better the other time. So let me start with Smoky Slate again. Let me put these away. Okay, so we want 2 light bulbs. 1, 2. We'll keep the Smoky Slate out. Get our light bulb out. And you could use the other light bulb one if you wanted to, too. You don't have to use this one. You could use that other one that we used if you wanted your light bulbs to look like this. Up to you. And we'll do Granny Apple Green again. I know you said you can use that mat underneath. This, I kind of almost have a mat right here. This is, it's pretty hard, but it's a little bit soft too. Okay, Pool Party. Let's see if this holds up from yesterday when I re-inked it. That looks a little more Pool Party-ish, right? All right, a couple more filaments stamped in. And then we're just going to do Merry Christmas in Blueberry Bushel. And that is our last stamp of the night. So we've already got it set up from the last time. Let me just clean this off. Eesh, what a mess. Hold on. I made a huge mess on this. Okay. I love how vivid the white is. It just stamps so nice with these colors. Nice and clear. Isn't that nice and clear and crisp? Okay. Time to fussy cut. All right, so I've done those already. Here's our 2 colors of light bulbs. I did not cut out this, but this only takes a second. It's just straight lines. So, you guys, while I'm cutting, if you want to get the make and takes this week, here's how to do it. Place an order of $35 or more by Saturday. Then I cut everything on Sunday and put it in the mail on Monday. All right, here's the host code this week. I double checked it, triple checked it because I don't want to mess that up. Or if you, let's say you're a demonstrator and you don't want to place an order, you can purchase the kit for $20. That includes shipping. A fun kit to start the season off, nice and easy. You need the Merry and Bright bundle and, you know, the stamps and the dies, but the other shapes I will die cut for you. You'll get all the cardstock you need. I also include the pieces of ribbon and the rhinestones or adhesive discs or whatever you need to make the card, so you have it nice and handy. Okay, this one just straight up. And I know we already talked about joining. Just don't forget, keep that in mind. It's a lot of fun. You'll make great friends. Oh, the other thing you get with this, which is a really nice deal, is with this 35 anniversary thing, you're also getting a $77. You get to register free for the online on stage, which is in November, which is a great program. It's all online this year. And I paid $77. So I'm like, that's a great deal. All right, time for mini dimensionals again. I'm going to add 3 to this one. If you want the instructions for this, either join my email list. It'll come out, the email will come out tomorrow. I always send out on Wednesday mornings. Or you can just email me, and you don't have to join my email list, and I will send it to you through email if you want the measurements for this. Let's put that on an angle right here. And we're going to use that pretty ribbon again with the silver. I ordered more of both of those white ribbons. I think I'm getting an order tomorrow, and I think an order on Thursday of these. And these ribbons are in it because they are just so pretty, and I know I'm going to use them a lot. Some of the Christmas embellishments, like the rhinestones and stuff, are not available right now, but they're all coming back pretty quickly. So we will have them in plenty of time to make Christmas cards, which is awesome, because a lot of them are just really gorgeous. Okay, you guys, so just a reminder too, I'm not going to be here next week. I'll be in Chicago. I'm not sure about the week after yet. It depends how much I get done this weekend before I go. As to whether, because I'm not coming back till Monday, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live the Tuesday I come back or not yet. But if I get stuff done this weekend, although I'm not packed yet, then I might be able to. So next week I won't be here. The week after is a definite maybe at this point. I should have a new grandbaby by next Thursday, so that's exciting. I can't wait. Okay, here's this one. Now, I did it in another pattern too, just to kind of show you. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Of course, hey, there's that missing star I was looking for before. So I did this one with the lights in the background and more of the berry burst type colors, or I think melon mambo type things. So, so just some alternatives. So let me just pull back what we made really quickly to show you again. We started with this card in 2 different versions with the rhinestones or the stars. This is the Merry and Bright card. Then we did this little fun fold to put a gift card in. Fun card. If you need to give gift cards to people, that's a good one. And then we did this little fun fold too, which I think is really colorful and bright. I hope you guys liked the cards tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. Also, I just want to remind you, this is the last week since, you know, it ends in October, the Sweet Stampin' Friends tutorial. And this was all fall themed, right? So these are some of the cards. This is the one that I made. And this is the one that my upline Deborah made. You're the pick of the patch. So you get this free with a $35 order too. I emailed this to you. So I just wanted to remind you, you get that little bonus as well. Here is the project measurement and supply sheet for this week if you need it. And then just a last quick reminder, Warm Wishes is the paper pumpkin this month. And that's boxed gifts. And there's also an add-on card bases and envelopes that you can add on. I think I've got that coming tomorrow too to take a look at in my order. So that'll be really fun. So yeah, the next time I see you guys, I should have a little boy grandbaby. All right, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys watching, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.